Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final episode of the Ashwood Warden. I am your Dumpie Master Christian Teatro, and thank you very much for joining us on this wild Daggerheart ride. We learned a bit, we had some fun, and honestly, the one takeaway that I have is I prefer pen and paper, but I still think that all these guys have been super fun to play with so far and have been having a blast with the story and with the people I get to play with. For today, I will forewarn, I had a surgery this weekend. My stomach's hurting. It's nothing crazy, it's just an appendix and a hernia, but I might not laugh as loud. We're going to take a couple extra breaks, but nothing crazy. Glassity Knuckles has given me a fear for not dying, guys. I'm at 8 fear now. Thank you, Glassity Knuckles.
Got it.
We're going into combat, guys.
Yeah. Anyway, here's a fun little rhyming recap. Last episode, we'd followed Dole, who shot a book using his grappling hook. Marin, who had a plan quite risky involving his butt, which was quite sticky. Derry, who punched a wall, helping it to begin its fall. Roisin, whose nose is strong, despite the scent of her friend's bong. And Bucket, who thought he saw a friend, but actually, it might be his end? There we go. Glassity Knuckles is also redeeming hope. Are we doing a round of hope for everybody again, GCK? I'll give him a minute. Before we get into the session, let us meet our players. Today, your fun little fact, because now you are level 2, is I want you to tell me what new experience you took. Because at level 2, you get a bunch of experience. And yes, Glassity Knuckles has given everybody a hope.
Oh, thank you.
First, we'll start off with Dole.
Oh, I am Logicalyew. I am playing Dole, the human assassin, and the experience I took is called Nimble Fighter. I am adept at flying around during combat and being very hard to pin down, or escaping dropping a building on my own head. Fun.
All right. And we'll go over to Marin.
I'm Zira. I'm going to be playing Marin, the Firbolg Druid, and for my level up experience, I've taken a Stitch in Time. Because no matter what we've been doing so far, we found Marin trying to do something to pull it back together with some kind of rope, thread, or web. And at that point, might as well roll with it. It's between that or Breaking Bad News.
I like a Stitch in Time. That's a fun one. We also have Dari.
Okay. Hi, my name is Aelxbomb. I'm not going to do my whole intro because I've done it 3 times now. I am playing Dari, and Dari's experience that he took is Feel of the Mist. Because I don't think we're done with the mist. I think the mist is going to come back, and I think the mist has something to tell us. And so Dari has been... I'm going to sneeze. Damn it. Dari has been paying attention. Dari has been paying attention to the mist.
Gesundheit.
Sorry, and paying attention to what the mist has been doing, and all the timey-wimey shit that the mist has been throwing us through. And so I feel like he's gotten a feel for like where the mist might end up, or how the mist, if the mist is coming, if the mist is going, stuff like that.
Nice. We also have Roisin.
Oh,
I am Lupine or Reka, and I am playing Roisin, the once ostracized wolf folk, and the experience I chose for her was friend to all, because throughout this adventure she has gained not 1, not 2, but 3 new very close friends, and she is very grateful for them, and she hopes that even though we're in a very scary situation, she can keep actually making friends.
That's so cute. I like it. And last but not least, we have Bucket.
Hey up, how's it going? My name's Baxelfix. I'm not going to do my intro again, same with Alex. I've done it like 3 times already. But I am going to be playing Bucket, a Clank sorcerer, who, and my group experience, I'm going to call Group Dad. Because I feel like wherever we go, I'm always like being the dad friend. I'm always going around like making sure everyone's okay, doing the whole thing. Even when I was dying, my first thing was, is everyone okay? So I'm going to call it Group Dad.
I like it. So let's dive in. Last session, You fought off some spider cars, chased down some books that were flying around in a library, took a rest, shot a book, got attacked by them. And Dole, you currently are holding that book. You took a quick look through it and saw that it had to do with the Great Awakening. You saw an address in it that you are trying to, your guys were about to go to, when you saw some scavengers out in the street, and they all looked like black versions of Bucket with different numbers on their faces. There was 6 of them that were walking through the street, and Bucket thought it would be a great idea to go walk out and try and talk to them. And Bucket is currently surrounded by all of them with their jagged, sort of lightning shaped looking weapons, as they've asked him to stand down and put his weapons down. So I will say that the rest of you are within far range of Bucket right now. So he's out in the middle of a street, and you guys are peering out from the doorway to the fireball. I pass it off to you.
What happens if I don't put my weapons down?
If you do not put your weapons down, we will be forced to subdue you. Last warning.
I take my hand off my mace and I just put my hands up.
2 of them come walking over. It's the ones with 4 and 5 on their face. And they both go to grab your hands and put them behind your back.
The minute they try to grab my hands to put them behind my back, I'm going to cast Cinder Grasp.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. But
I make a spellcasting roll against target within melee range.
okay.
So I'm going to go for 4. And it instantly bursts into flames on a hit. And it's 21 with hope.
Yeah, that definitely hits. And you just see that he instantly explodes. Describe how you kill him, actually.
So it takes a d20 plus 20 plus 3 d20 plus 3 magic damage.
He's dead. There's no way he can survive.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I literally I grab his wrist and then move, and then I kind of do the spin move where I put myself behind him, and then I place a burning hand on his chest plate, and he just goes instantly into ash. Now, darlings, you want to try that again?
You see that number 5 takes a small step back, and number 3 rushes up to take the spot where number 5 was, like he's about to start moving closer to you. But it is not their turn yet. They don't have facial emotions because they've just got numbers on their face. But just from the small step back that number 5 did, you can tell that made him a little bit nervous. You see number 1 lifts his finger out, points, and says, "Restrain him." You rolled with hope. It's still your turn. In the building, you guys are far range right now. Does anybody in the building want to help out Bucket, or are you good just letting him fight these guys for now?
Dari feels pretty bad telling Bucket to go out there whenever this is obviously not a good idea and this is obviously backfired. We would probably have some kind of a signal that Bucket...
I'd say that's fair. Bucket.
Okay.
What's the signal?
Yeah, what's your signal to us?
I'm just going to shout, "Order in the court."
Then Dari would be going out.
You are in far range right now, so if you want to get over there, you'd have to make an ability check unless you have an ability that lets you get from far range.
I'm going to pull out my quarterstaff and sprint.
Okay. Can you give me an agility roll?
8 on the hope die, 9 on the fear die, so 16 total with fear.
All right, you do get over there, but as you're running, you slip on a patch of mud right when you get close, and you fall and stumble over, and it leaves you vulnerable directly beside Bucket.
Okay.
So play passes.
Is that just a term, or is that a mechanic?
So vulnerable means I have advantage on attacks against you.
Okay.
Cool. So you make it over, but you rolled with fear, so there was a consequence. The consequence is you went vulnerable. Play passes over to me. I am going to spend a fear as well, which is going to make me go back down to 8, in order to highlight 5 and 3. They are going to do a attack against you. Choose a target and spotlight all... I don't need to spend a fear for this. Hee hee. Just kidding. It highlights all of them. They make one shared attack roll against, but I'm going to be going against Bucket because this was their initial attacker. They do miss. They get a whomping 0 as they go and try and swing at you. They get distracted by Dari slamming into the ground in front of them, kind of unexpectedly. They go, haha, that one fell. There are more, Captain. All right, play passes back to you guys. You see Dari's just covered in mud, slowly getting up. Dole, Rasheen, Marin, do you guys want to do anything?
Yeah. Seeing Dory just rush out of there and then get in trouble, Roshin would be right behind him, sprinting, trying to provide backup.
All right, roll me that agility roll.
That is a 16 with hope.
You go running, taking a stance directly beside Dari, and you do not slip on any mud. You get right up there. Dole, Marin, you guys want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm going to use a new ability. I need to spend a hope, and I'm going to summon. Marin, I look at you. Hey, watch this. And a, pitch black version of Dole, steps off of him, almost gooping off, like ink running on a page. And these two wide eyes light up, and it just tips his little hat as he uses his new domain card, Midnight Spirit. So I'm going to have to get my hands dirty and use it to go out and make an attack, because it can move out to very far range for free.
Amazing.
And it's going to make a attack. Actually, no, I'm just going to post up out there.
You're just going to get him right out there? Okay. Yep, this inky black version of Dole appears. I'm going to steal the spotlight at this moment. So I'm going to spend 2 fear. Puts me down to 7. To activate number 1, who's going to step forward towards Dari, who's laying on the ground. I roll with advantage, still a 14 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. He pulls out a long javelin that is sparking with blue color, just like electrical magical energy dancing through it. He flips it around and stabs it directly into your stomach. As you get stabbed, can you mark a stress? Flipped it around right in the appendix.
Ooh, hey.
Nice, thanks.
He does take it off for you, so you don't have to worry about that.
That's good.
It's free,
Perfect.
but it does make you mark a stress.
Okay.
And it does 18 physical damage to you.
That is severe damage.
Do you want to spend an armor to knock that down?
Yes, I'm going to spend an armor to knock that down to just normal and then do 2 damage.
Amazing. And fun thing with number 1, when he successfully lands a hit, I gain a fear. Back up to 8, baby. Spotlight's back to you.
Marin's going to watch this and shit. Well, here we go again. I'm going to use a stress and change into the coyote, which you guys saw earlier. But this time big. Real fucking big. I'm then going to use 1 hope to use fleet, which lets me move up to far without rolling.
Nice.
And if I can make an attack off of that, I'm going straight for number 1.
You can, yeah. Because you don't roll anything, it's still your turn. This is just part of your movement.
This is a 19 with hope.
That hits.
And I am going to be rolling 2d8 plus 6 for damage, which comes out as 17 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Marin, right out of nowhere.
Yeah, you rip a bunch of armor off of this, guys. Jesus. Sorry, I did make one error earlier. Bucket, that damage that you rolled, can you actually roll the damage for me?
Yeah, it's 24 damage.
Okay.
And they're on fire, and then at the end of their turn, take an extra 2d6 fire plus 3 fire damage.
When you did this attack, it also killed 5 as well. So only 3 was left alive from that initial attack, because they were both within close range to you. Number 3 was a little bit farther back. So he would have been missed from that, but those two came rushing at you at the same time. They both got hit in your cinder grass. So, Dari, only number 3 laughed at you, not number 3 and 5.
Got it.
Perfect. I'm going to steal the spotlight again. 2 and 6 are going to go. They are going to rush on either side of the coyote. So go down to 6. They are going to make an attack against a target within melee range. For the first guy, so that is 19, 18, 16 total to hit you. I'm assuming.
That just hits.
That just hits? Okay. You take no damage. He runs over and grabs you by the scruff of the neck and forces your head down into the dirt and puts his knee on the back of your neck and just holds you there. And the other one is
Ballsy robot.
The other one is going to come and run, and he's going to jump up in the air, and you see his knee starts to go flying straight for your skull. He does get a 4 to hit, so you manage to squirm out of the way as his knee slams into the ground directly in front of your face, and you just see the earth and stone just crack apart under the force of this guy's knee.
That's like roughhousing my siblings.
Yep. If you would like to break free, you are considered restrained. Oh, shit. You're considered vulnerable. I roll with advantage on this. Worse. Definitely misses you. But if you would like to clear both conditions, on your turn, you would have to succeed on a strength roll. Or you can try and get this guy off you in another way. Plays back to you, players.
We didn't hear that.
The play is back to you.
I'm going to go because somebody just laughed at me, and I'm unhappy with that. Okay. I read my character sheet. I'm going to do things. Okay.
Okay.
At a long rest, I roll a d6. Well, I roll as many d6 as my instinct, but it's 1 d6. So I roll a d6, and that's how many focused tokens I have.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled a d6 and I have 4 focus tokens. So I have it on a 4 to have a countdown. You can then spend a focus token to get into a stance. I'm going to spend a focus token. To get into the quick stance. The quick stance gives me the ability, when making attack rolls, spend a focus to include an additional target within range. And make a forceful push against 1. And then I'm going to spend a focus die to do that twice, which I think is how this works, to 3 as well, because 3 laughed at me. My first shove, it is 24 with hope.
That hits, and that's going for number 1, right?
Take my hope. Yes, that is going for number 1. And now I roll, because since I rolled with hope, I roll a d6 and add it to my damage. So my damage is 2d10 plus 3 is 15. And then the added d6 is max at a 6. So I do 21 points of damage and shove it. I palm him to shove him backwards, and I just shove my hand through him, and then I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just shove my hand out.
Error. Just explodes.
And then I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing. I'm going to about face and do the exact same thing to 3. And I'm probably going to say something along the lines of, that was very rude. So this time I rolled a 10 with hope.
A 10 with hope. That still hits 3 and kills them outright. How would you like to kill 3?
Okay. I think I'm just going to take his head and go, ha ha, and then rip it off.
You take his head, laugh at him, and rip his head off. It comes out surprisingly easy, and you just see electrical sparks as his head detaches, and electrical wiring comes shunting out. Kind of looks like an exoskeleton gets pulled from its body. This is directly in front of Bucket.
I think I'm going to close out I'm going to pass my turn by going, guys, look! And, jiggling its little innards. Jiggling its innards.
Oh, no.
I think that's how I'm going to pass my turn to everyone else.
I'd like to go next.
Yeah, you go next, Bucket.
Yeah. I'm gonna see this. I'm just gonna look at Dari, just jingling my descendant's head in front of me. I just go, well, that's not horrifying. Remind me to remember that next time I have to find you guilty of anything in a courtroom. And trust me, there will be a next time. Yeah, I'm going to cast Shadowbind.
Okay. Yes.
By any chance? Yep, perfect.
Yep. One is currently restraining Marin, and the other one just slammed into the ground next to Marin's face. So they're both really close.
Okay. That's a crit.
Solid. Okay.
They're now restrained temporarily until they can break free of it. And you watch as their shadows kind of like lean forward and like spring up and wrap round them like a bear hug and restrain them from behind.
Would it be shadows with your character, or do you want to flavor it differently?
It'll be light. I'll send like lightning clones out.
Solid.
These like little skeletons like binding them.
Ooh, that's creepy. I like that. These electrical like skeleton things come over and grab these two guys. I'll say technically it's supposed to be if he takes major damage or if you do a strength roll, but I'm going to say if he's restrained, he can't restrain. That doesn't make any sense. So he gets pulled off of Marin.
Much appreciated.
You're very welcome.
You, at this moment when you pull them away, you do hear a thudding sound on a rooftop near you. Like a very, very heavy weight just slammed into the ground, or slammed into the rooftop.
Gonna turn and see what it is.
From your perspective, when you look up, you just see sort of like a dust cloud on the rooftop, but you don't see anything.
Can your shadow see what that is?
Can I see a bit better with my wolf eyes?
I will say if you guys want to take a turn to actively perceive this, then maybe. But there is a chance of you rolling with fear if you do.
I'm at a +0 to instinct, so if you're better.
I'm also at +0 for instinct. I just rolled really good last time.
I have a +1 to instinct if people want.
I've just gone, but I have a +2 to instinct, so.
I think I have a +3. But I am currently in the middle of something.
You just got freed, so you're just like shaking off your neck that was just held down kind of uncomfortably.
I can take a look. Look-see.
Everybody hears this thump, but they're focused on the threat in front of them. Marin takes a second to glance towards that threat. Roll me that instinct roll.
18 with hope.
When you take a look towards this rooftop, you see that it has a couple statues lining the outside of gargoyles. And you see walking towards the edge of this building is a large statue of a woman in a business suit. She just overlooks down towards you all as you guys are fighting.
Guys, the woman from the fountain, I think, is watching us.
What?
From the roof. She's very big.
The statue in the fountain came to life.
Well, the cars did too.
True.
And the books. The books are weirder than the statue if you think about it. She's got legs.
Well, the books were flying like they had wings. That made sense. If the books were walking, that would be weird. True.
In total, you see there are 4 gargoyle statues. Just FYI. One is a lot bigger than the other 3.
They're all moving.
Looking very ominously down at you all. You see 2 and 6 stand up, and they say, "Should we retreat? The leader is disposed of. Scavenger mission, failure. What would you guys like to do?"
And go, no, I am your leader now. And I say go fight them.
Can you roll me presence?
Okay. That's a 23 with hope.
You see their faces. It's a digital number. It goes into just becoming 3 dots. And then you see the name Bucket 1 and Bucket 2 appear on their face. Kind of like Thing 1 and Thing 2. And they go,
Good boys.
"Sir, yes, sir."
I'm such a proud father.
The statue steps off the roof and just plummets down and lands directly on top of number 2. Just crushes number 2 into the ground, which is now bucket number 2. Just goosh, bucket number 2 just ceases to exist. Sparks and everything go everywhere as she slams into the ground. And you see the wings of one of the gargoyles unfurl, and the other 3 gargoyles come to life and start to crawl down the side of this building.
I don't think you're going to be a father for long.
No, but it was fun though.
You see number 3 immediately goes ... No, number 3 is still on your side.
Is it our spotlight still?
It would be your spotlight still, yeah.
I want to. Can I join them? I'm gonna run out.
Agility roll, please. And super quick, before you roll that, Killjoy has redeemed to give me a fear, and also redeemed to give a player a hope. So Killjoy, just let me know which player you want to give that to, so that they know which who's going to.
19 with hope.
19 with hope.
As I'm running, though, I'm going to spend a stress to roll to coat my blade in poison.
Amazing.
So I get 4 tokens. Sweet. And yeah, I run up next to them, and now there's 2 copies of Dole.
Very cool. You get up there and you see your blade gleaming with some poison. Spotlight's still in your hands, players. You see the statue is looking around with a very just stoic expression on their face. Who would like to go?
I'll join everyone in facing the new enemy.
And the gargoyles, they're crawling down the building, right? Like they're not in range at the moment.
I'll put them at far range. And one of them is flying. It has wings. So there's a total of 5 enemies plus your friend number 3 here. Or bucket number 1.
I don't know who wants to go, but I think she's probably the best thing to smack at the moment.
Got it. Killjoy gave hope to everybody, by the way. He just redeemed a whole bunch.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
I think if Rasheen actually says that out loud, that would prompt Dari to go ahead and start attacking the lady. So I am still in my stance. I am in my stance until I get severe damage. I'm going to use my brawler hope. So I'm going to hit her in a way in her knee, hopefully, or her like Achilles heel, and then I'm going to try, if I succeed, I'm going to spend 3 hope to stagger my target, and force them to mark a stress.
Nice. Okay.
And staggered target, while staggered, they have disadvantage on attack rolls. So that is what I'm going to attempt to do, with first doing the quarterstaff. Okay. That is a 7 on my hope die and a 5 on my fear die, so a 13 with hope.
You go and you swing your great staff, and it slams against her leg and just bounces off.
Great. I think that's literally what Dari does. He goes, great, and just, that's my turn.
I will say with hope, she doesn't notice you do that and turns her attention to somebody else. All right, I'm going to spend 4 fear, leaving me with 3 left, to highlight everybody. So the gargoyles are all going to rush down the building and get within range of you all, as they go from far range just down the side of the building to where you are. The one that flies is going to mark a stress to attack a target within far range. He is going to go for probably bucket number 2. Since you did that roll, I want to give you guys the benefit of having him be the target for this, which definitely does hit bucket number 2. And I'm going to say he just crushes him as well. He grabs him with his talons, and his feet talons grip into his pelvis, his hand talons grip into his arms, and he just rips him in half. And he kind of like sloops past you guys along the ground and goes back up into the sky a little bit, as if he's doing a backflip or a backwards like aerial maneuver to come and attack the group again. The statue is going to... I'm going to roll to see who he goes for. Or she, because she's a she statue. 1 Dole, 2 Bucket, 3 Roshin, 4 Marin. 1. going for Dole, is going to use Pinning Strike. I don't think that hits. I only got an 11.
No, it does not.
Gets confused between you and your inky shadow. Goes to reach out her hand to try and grab you and throw you into the ground, and just has their hand like schloop through it and looks confused. Back to you guys. Okay. Glass City Knuckles has redeemed to give me a fear.
Okay. As she swings at me, I like pivot around and I pull up the hilt of my umbrella, which is actually the sheath for my rapier, and I pull it out, and you just watch as this viscous liquid drips off of it. I'm gonna try to stab the statue in like an armpit or like in a jointed place.
Nice.
Oh, that's a crit. Double threes.
Amazing. Glass City Knuckles felt bad, so he gave hope to Dari.
No, I was joking with him and he gave hope to Dari. I didn't mean that.
36 damage.
Perfect. You don't double the severe threshold, but you do a bunch of damage to the statue. She takes 3 HP. Tell me, you said you were aiming for like an armpit or something?
Yeah.
You fully crack her arm off.
Okay. So you guys watched as Dole, you actually, in all of the combats, Dole hasn't lifted a single fucking finger to fight. You guys have fought everything. Dole has just been avoiding combat. But you watch as he pulls out this umbrella and this rapier, and that thick liquid is dripping off of it with like the precision of a professional fencer. He pivots, goes up and over into her armpit, and these vines sprout out of the venom. Like that liquid is almost living as it sprouts and explodes into these vines that just shred her arm off. And there is now like this kind of green glow as I have her marked for death.
She...
Super cool.
I am going to spend 2 fear.
And you can spend a fear, Christian, equal to my proficiency to get rid of that marked for death.
Okay. I won't.
That's what Dari says. Dari just watches that and goes, "Damn."
They raise their head to the sky and let out a scream.
Oh, okay.
And as they scream into the sky, you hear
Like this.
car horns go blaring as skittering down the road just come running in a spider convertible and a spider Hummer with the headlights flashing and the windshield's wiper just going as they come skittering down on either side of you. And it appears at close range and is immediately spotlighted. So both of these are going to attack. Both of them are going to attack Dole. Dole, you're getting slammed by 2 cars from either side.
I'm going to regret saying that, but...
Okay. The first one is a 17.
Yep, that'll do her.
And the second one is a 19. Jesus Christ. Targets who mark HP from this creature are knocked back to very close range. I'm going to say no. They're slamming you both on the same side. I can mark a stress to make this into a 3d4 plus 10 physical damage as they restrain you. I'm definitely going to do that. And when I make a successful attack against a PC, I gain a fear, so I go back up to 4 fear. So for the first one, that is 19 damage.
Okay.
And for the second one, that's going to be 15 damage.
Oh, they're only both severe. I have something for that. Okay. I am going to actually not spend any armor. I am going to use my Get Back Up ability, since it's 2 different attacks. I am going to spend 2 stress to reduce that damage to only major and mark a decent amount of hit points still.
Alrighty. I'm going to say the convertible hit you first. You bounced, then you hit the Hummer, and the Hummer's currently got you pinned to the ground.
Okay.
And you are currently restrained until you break free with a successful strength roll. Back to you, players.
I look really fucked up, guys, by the way.
I think it might be time to get Dole out of there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I run up and try to, like, smack the car off of him with my axe?
Sure. I'll say it doesn't technically have something for that, so I'm going to say if you can manage to do severe damage to it, that'll knock it off of him.
I actually have a ability that moves people. The forceful push.
If you guys have 3 hope, either of you have 3 hope, you could tag team.
Okay, let me do it. I use 3 hope, and we will tag team, try to get this car off of Dole.
Well, you first, my queen.
So both of you roll your attacks, and we'll take the higher of the 2.
I am so happy that doubles are crits in this, because I got double ones.
Oh, amazing. So we will take the crit, so you both gain a hope and both clear a stress if you have one.
Heck yeah.
And both of these will crit.
I'm 25 damage.
Perfect.
Okay, so 29.
You got a 29, and Dari got 20 plus, so that's going to be 4 HP of damage, no matter what. And you push this car, this thing flips fully over, slams onto its hood upside down, and you see the little spider legs are going in the air. I'm going to say with that much damage, no, it doesn't die outright because Daggerheart doesn't let us do that, but I will say it's vulnerable now as it's on its back.
Yeah, tag team!
Yay.
Hummer is not liking that at all. Holy shit. The gargoyle that had wings is going to turn around and try and fly at the party. It's going to turn around and fly at the party, and it's going to target the weak link of the party. It's going for Dole.
Did you use a fear to take back the...
I'm using a fear to take back the spotlight.
Okay. Because the last thing I was going to do is I was going to get Dole up
Here we
on
go,
his feet. I was going to get Dole up on his feet, and I was going to be like, go inside. Go inside.
You pick him up and start to push him away, and this fucking gargoyle just swoops right at him.
That sounds about right.
He is going to mark a stress. You see his wings like crack a little bit as he turns, and as the Air Force takes him, as he goes flying straight at Dole, just like a missile, just boom, slams towards him. I think an 8 is going to miss Dole, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Dar, you manage to as you pull him up, you see this gargoyle just boom straight past the party, just narrowly misses Dole. You see it does another swoop up into the air as it turns to go back down for another diving attack. Plays back to you guys.
Okay. Oh, and then I have the thing there.
I will remind people that as part of your starting kit, you would have had healing potions in some cases, and you have picked up things like, I think Dole, you have snap powder where you can mark a stress and heal. So just make sure you're using your items as well.
I'm about to.
Do you have a healing potion? Do you have a healing potion?
Oh, no, I have a stamina potion.
Can I give you a healing potion?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Take it.
You pass it off to Dole, and Dole quickly chugs that. Dole, roll a d4, and that's how much health you get back.
Is it straight D4 or D4 plus 1?
Just a d4.
I can never remember. Oh, 4.
Nice.
Oh, that's all of my hit points. Yay! I can deal damage, guys, but I am a glass cannon.
Were you trying to say something, Marin?
Oh, I was going to offer to heal so we didn't burn a health potion.
It's okay. You might have had to roll for your stuff or spend a bunch of hope. Might as well get the healing potion out of the way. Spotlight's still yours, guys. The healing potions are kind of like a free action thing.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we can't just stand around drinking a whole bunch. That doesn't make sense narratively. But to drink one, sure. Who would like to go? You've got 3 of these gargoyles that are crawling around on the ground, kind of looking for where they want to attack. You've got a Hummer flipped over on its back with its legs wiggling in the air, and you hear them cracking as they go to flip back under to lift it up off the ground. You see the convertible is backing up a little bit, looking for which target it wants to take, and the principal statue, who's missing an arm, is looking around you just see it pointing its one hand as if it's directing everybody on what to do. And also, Emo Nerd has given hope for Roshin.
So I'm gonna go for an old classic with a little bit of improvement this time, and I'm gonna go over to the Hummer that's currently being flipped over, because I'm guessing that's vulnerable.
Okay. Everybody except for the giant eagle right now is currently within range.
Okay.
Giant eagle makes no sense. Sorry. Except for the gargoyle with the wings.
Oh, you're using a giant eagle, and you said giant as a gargoyle, and you said giant eagle.
Spoilers.
DM behind the screen.
Don't look at my notes.
That's 24 with fear.
24 with fear. That definitely hits. There's definitely a stat block for spider car guys, I promise. It's definitely not just a bear.
3d8 plus 5. That's 13 points of damage, plus I get a d8 for vulnerable damage.
Ooh.
And so that's an extra 3, so that's 16 points of damage. I'm just going to look at them and go, you attacked my friends. Your friends nearly killed me. Now it's time I return the favor. I sentence you to life, and then just fire off a bunch of electric daggers.
As all of these, I think we flavored them as like little electric bolts flying around. You see the statue is really not looking good. It's covered in cracks. Part of its face crumbles off as a lightning blade hits it. You see the gargoyles are looking pretty good. You see that the Hummer on its back is really not doing well, and it's leaking oil all over the place.
That's just embarrassing. I looking at the Hummer.
Alrighty. And sorry, did you roll that with hope or fear?
With fear.
The Hummer is going to finally crack its legs around and stand up. So the Hummer is now upside down with its wheels spinning wildly in the air, and it's going to charge for Bucket. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
That hits on severe damage.
When the bear makes a successful attack, I gain a fear, so I'm back up to 5. So this guy does 19 physical damage to you.
That's severe damage.
It
But I'm going to drink my health potion.
It drops on top of you and just crumbles the hood on top of you as you lay flat on the ground underneath this thing as it restrains you. You quickly drink your health potion. But how are you going to reach behind your knee to your socket?
Oh, yeah, true. I thought that was my dig.
Oh, true. We'll just say you pour it on your face and it seeps in.
Yeah.
Pour it on your head like a tonic.
Yeah. It's like an oil can. I'm just oiling my joints.
Yep. Roll your d4, see how much you get.
4, so I take back the 3. There.
Perfect. I will pass the spotlight back to you guys.
I might try one to see if we can finish off the one who is currently leading this little effort on us.
Sure.
So I'm going to spend a stress, which I do have to spend, to do a takedown.
Okay.
And this adds +2 to my proficiency for the attack. So if I do hit, this is going to hurt.
Okay.
16 with hope.
16 with hope. You gain that hope, and she only had 1 HP left. How do you kill her?
Well, the Bucket's last attack on her left a little bit of just peeling stone and veneer on her face, right?
Yeah.
Since I'm using teeth and claws, I'm going to go for where the skin is weakest and basically just rip off as much comes with my jaws as I dash past.
Large cracking noise as her entire head comes off. Just... and her body just slumps down and crumbles into piles of dust. I'm going to steal the spotlight, and I'm going to spend 3 fear.
Oh, no.
When I spend 3 fear, I'm going to highlight... Actually, I'm going to spend 4 fear. I lied to you. I'm going to highlight the 3 gargoyles on the ground, as well as the flying gargoyle in the sky. They're not going for Bucket, because Bucket's currently trapped. You see that convertible is backing up and pointing its nose towards Bucket. But I'm going to say each of them is going to take an attack on everybody else. I will say that the flying gargoyle is going for Dole again. Oh fuck. That is a 17 to hit. It flies at you, and then it's going to reach its lower talons out and grab your shoulders.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's kind of what I was figuring.
Yep.
There.
5, 6, 7. No, because I need you to make an agility reaction roll, and you take 7 physical damage.
7,
I've
you said?
yet to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is only 1 HP. Shit. 10.
It grabs your shoulders. You feel the talons sink in from its stony back feet, and it just, boom, straight up in the air. It goes higher than the building that it jumped off of. It is very far in the sky right now.
Yep.
You feel your stomach go bloop as it takes you up that high. Cool. The 3 other ones are going to attack Dari, Roshin, and Marin. Going for Dari first. Gargoyle is going to run at you with its claws out. You see them like gripping so strong that they're ripping into the stone. Dari, it gets an 11 to hit.
That is my evasion.
Does hit then. When this thing makes a successful attack, all PCs within far range, which is everybody except for Dole, loses a hope, and I gain a fear.
Fear per hope or just 1 fear?
I just gain 1 fear, but everybody loses a hope.
Okay.
Dari, you mark an armor slot no matter what.
Okay.
It just rips into you that hard. And then it does its damage, which is 21 physical damage.
That is severe.
You can use further armor slot to reduce that if you'd like.
I don't have any more.
Then you take severe damage, yeah.
I don't look good.
Going for Roshin. Roshin, this one is a 14 to hit. It is going to do the same thing where you automatically lose an armor.
Okay.
And then to you, that's 9, 18, 19 total damage.
I'm going to use a second armor to bring that down 1 to major damage instead.
Runs at you and just starts clawing through your chest armor. You feel the claws sinking into your chest. And the last one going for Marin. Not one. It gets tries to go through the other 2 gargoyles and kind of gets stopped by them. It's like looks confused and then tries to push past them as they're attacking your 2 friends. And it's like waving its arm towards you but can't reach you. And I will pass the play back to you guys.
Marin, you have like a heal everyone.
So, to reset what's happening, Bucket, you have a Hummer crushing you. The convertible is rolling towards you as it's going to attack your exposed upper half. Marin, Roshin, and Dari, you're all being attacked by these really extremely bloodthirsty gargoyle statues, and Dole is about 100 feet in the air, maybe more. He got very far range. He is way high up with just talons being gripped into his shoulders, but he feels the talons starting to let go.
Am I restrained? Am I restrained just like by my legs, or is it...
Waist down. So you can break free with a successful strength roll.
Okay. I had an idea to break free, but I can do a strength roll.
What was your other idea?
I was going to use Cinder Grasp to try and explode the thing off me. That's a 7 with hope.
A 7 with hope. You gain a hope and you try and reach up to use your cinder. You just touch its windshield and your hand melts through it. You do not do any damage to it.
Okay.
Still your turn, players.
I am going to start taking random stuff out of my sack, like a notebook or like rocks on the ground or something, and I am trying real hard to get that gargoyle to come eat me. I'm trying real hard to get that gargoyle back on the ground. I don't know what you want me to roll. I don't know what you want me to do, but I am chucking rocks at the gargoyle, saying, "Hey, big flubber boy! I bet you're not really a gargoyle. I bet you're an eagle."
He looks perturbed.
Yeah, stupid eagle. That's right. I called you by your real name. Ha!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you really wanted to insult the thing, you'd call it a pigeon.
And I would probably tell Roshin to deal with the one on top of Bucket.
Okay. I'm going to say that this is a presence roll, and I'm going to say that the DC is going to be pretty high for this. One, it's a gargoyle.
Right.
It's not really a sentient... Like, it is sentient, but it's not... It doesn't really understand you. It doesn't obviously speak your language.
Right.
And two, it already has prey. I'm going to put the DC as a 24. If anybody would like to give the help action here to spend a hope to add D6s to that, you can.
I would like to. Just the one?
You just
Is that
spend
what we're
one
allowed?
hope, and you start
okay.
doing similar jeering up at the sky at this thing.
Yeah.
Spend a hope as well.
All right.
Okay.
Bucket starts spend a hope as well.
Do you
So that's-
want me to roll?
Technically in Daggerheart, the person who spends the hope rolls the dice. Isn't that weird? A little bit. If you guys want, Dari can just roll it.
I rolled 8 hope, 10 fear, 18. I don't think that's enough. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 6 and a 1. 18, 6 and a 1.
That just passes. But it was with fear.
It was with fear. It was. This is true.
He goes swooping down. And I'm going to say,
You drop him.
instead
Oh
of
my God.
dropping him from the topmost point, he drops him from halfway down as he goes swooping and aiming towards Dari.
I wanted to use my grappler to grapple him.
I'm going to spend the fear to activate him for this ability as he goes charging down towards Dari. And he drops him. Instead of it being 2d20 physical damage, it's going to be 1d20 physical damage for Dole.
Dope.
So there's a chance of this being pretty low, but there's also still a chance of it being pretty high.
It's all good.
Fuck, I rolled a 19.
Dope. Dope. Love that.
Nice.
Cool. I'm going to spend a stress to reduce it from severe to major, and then I'll spend the armor to only mark 1 hit point.
Cool. When a creature within close range of the gargoyle marks HP from another creature's attack, you can mark a stress to immediately spotlight the gargoyle, moving them into melee range of the target and making a standard attack. The 3 gargoyles swarm Dole. This was the ability that I missed before. 3
They want
attacks
my
on
ass.
you. I'm going to say because you did so much reduction of damage, you managed to stand up so you're not vulnerable for this.
Dope.
Dirty 20. Nat 1.
Okay.
Nat 1. Holy fuck. 2 nat 1s.
Okay. Dirty 20. I am going to use my danger sensibility
Mhm.
to make him reroll.
18.
Okay.
They come swarming at you. You kind of bounce out of the way of 2 of them. The third one goes up and goes to slash you across the face. 18 damage.
Okay.
I gain a fear. Everybody loses a hope.
Oh, boop. I'm gonna have to do the same thing. I'll mark another stress in an armor slot to reduce it down to only 1 hit point. Oh boy, guys.
Who's looking more fucked up out of Dole and Dari?
Dari has 0 stress, or 1 stress, but has 1 HP left. And no armor slots.
And I have two HP left and 6 out of 7 stress.
I'm gonna go heal Dari if that's okay.
Go for
I
it.
just need to touch and then spend 3 hope.
Got it?
Catch me.
So Dari feels a rather cold, damp nose against probably the small
You
of their
boop
back.
me?
As
Oh,
you heal.
It's the cutest healing ever.
healing boop.
Too much?
3.
Thank you.
1d4's worth. 1 per hope.
I like that a lot. That's really cute. All right, you spend your hope to heal Dari up. Who would like the spotlight now?
Can I make it over to where Dole is with just regular movement?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to go over there and try to smack one of them, and then if I do hit, I'd like to use one of my domain features that if I smack it, I can spread the damage around. So let's see if I can whack it.
Oh, sorry, Dole. When this
Yeah.
when this creature makes a successful attack, you have to mark an armor slot without receiving the benefits. Did you have any armor to mark?
Oh, that would have used my last one. So now I'm out of armor.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Roisin, you
No,
go
no
running
problem.
over to help Dole out.
That's a 15, but unfortunately it's with fear.
A 15 with fear does still hit one of these guys. I'll give them some markers so you can tell them apart. We'll say one has big horns, we'll say one has big arms, and we'll say one has a really detailed butt for some reason.
Okay, so that's 8 damage, and then with my whirlwind, I can spend one of my hope to use the attack against all other targets within very close range.
Amazing. That'll actually hit the cars as well, the spider cars.
Well,
So do I hit the damage each time, or just it's the flat 8?
It would be the flat 8.
Cool.
So everything marks 1 HP. However, your whirlwind stops on the Hummer and like a baseball home run sends it flying off of Bucket as it flies into the side of the building and explodes.
Yeah, free bucket!
It only had 1 HP left.
As a little joke, I'm just going to press a little button on my chest. Just going to make the baseball. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
However, you did roll with fear.
Yes.
So I am going to... I'm going to spend all 4 of my fear, plus the fear that you've technically given me just now. So 5 fear to activate everything. Convertible is going to rush towards Bucket. Bucket, I'll say you stand up first because the restraint does not say that you're vulnerable. So you will not be worrying about a advantage attack on here. And it's going to try and ram you, but it is going to try and hold you down again. Marks its last stress. You see a bunch of oil and stuff dripping from it. It looks like its axle is kind of off balance as it charges towards you, and it gets a 10 to hit.
10 misses.
You put your hands out, grab its grill, and start to slide back as it charges at you. And it does. You see its wheels like going in the mud and on the stone. It can't quite grip. It is at full stress right now. That means it's vulnerable. Okay. The gargoyle with wings is going to complete its charge at Dari. You see it is going to mark its last stress as well. You see as it goes flying forward, its wings crack. You see pieces of stone flaking off of it. And it is going to just try and do a physical attack to Dari. It's just going to try and slam into you really hard. That's a nat 20.
No.
and I
That's
already
20
used
don't
my
count in this
thing.
game, right?
Crits
That's
for
a
the
crit
DM.
for me, yeah. Yep.
Yes.
DMs roll d20s. We crit a lot less, but when we do, it's going to freaking hurt. So that's going to be 19 damage as it slams into you.
19.
19.
I just gonna take those 3 slots that Marin took away and put them back.
You get knocked over flat on your back. The wind rushes out of your body. This creature is going to land on the ground, push off, and jump into the air. And you see like bits of stone and stuff starting to flake off of it. It is also currently vulnerable. I'll say it's just kind of hovering above the ground there. And then I've got the 3 that are on the ground. They are going to go for Marin, Dole, and Roisin again. Against Dole, I get a 16.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, successful attack. Everybody loses a hope and I gain a fear.
I am completely hopeless.
Dole, if you can't mark an armor slot right now, you have to mark an additional HP.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And then its attack goes through.
That already puts me at death moves, pal.
My guy. We'll do these attacks and then we'll do your death moves, okay?
Yep.
Goes for Roisin. That is a 18.
Yep.
Goddamn. 18, 19 damage as this guy comes and claws at you. I gain a fear and everybody loses a hope again. Is anybody maxed out at stress right now? Okay. If you are maxed out on stress or have no armor, make sure you declare that, because that changes what happens when you get hit. Roisin, you're still standing?
Yes.
Okay. And Marin, holy fuck. That is a dirty 20.
That hits.
14 damage.
Okay, that's major damage. I'll mark a armor to reduce that to minor.
Dole, what would you like to do for your death move?
It's our last session, right?
This is the last session.
Yes.
Okay, well, we all know this is Blaze of Glory.
Blaze of Glory. Okay. Let me look up to make sure I've got the exact rules for this.
Yeah. Oh, I can just do it online. I don't want to pull up my book.
So, Dole, as this gargoyle comes and slashes at you, you have a brief moment of feeling crushed by dirt, alone and scared. And what makes you want to Blaze of Glory? What is your inspiration behind your reason to stand and fight in this moment?
Okay. He remembers he had a job to do, and he feels in his pocket where he has that Esmeralda's ring, and in this moment he kind of looks around at these people who, except for Marin, were kind of just chuckle fucks that he picked up along the way, but in their very brief amount of time, they've been through the shit, if you would, and he kind of feels this ring. He looks at them. He goes, there's worse ways to go. Better die on my feet than die on my knees. And he will take his death moves.
Your move is automatically a critical success. And then once you do your move, you will die. This gargoyle, I'm going to say he is elbow deep into your gut.
I look at Marin. Nice knowing you. Knew it had to come to an end. But he has a smile and these bloody teeth as he takes the rapier. I'm going to do some shenanigans. I'm going to stab it into him. And I will do all of the damage. So that's like automatically, if it's a crit, that's automatically another. All right. Christian, can I do something?
Yeah?
Before I make my roll.
What is it you want to do?
I look at man, I say, watch this, as I pull out that snap powder and I just snort it like it's coke. And I go to stab this thing.
Sure.
Just because I think it's fun.
Yep. Don't do drugs, kid, unless you're playing a fantasy game.
No, don't do drugs. This is not a that. All right, I'm going to stab it. I'm going to mark it for stress, mark it for death.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit it with my leech weed again. So this will be 41 points of damage to it.
Okay.
Wow.
And then I'm going to use my last remaining stress to use the quick feature on my rapier and attack another one.
Okay. Does it have to be another one? Or can it be the same one?
That's a good question. You can mark a stress to... No, it has to be another creature.
Okay.
Unless you say I can hit that bitch again.
Because of this death move, I will say you can use in this specific moment to attack him twice.
Okay. This first hit, does it seem like he is very close to death?
Yeah.
Okay. The other ones around me, how are they looking?
Fairly, like, less than or more than half healthy. If you hit this one in front of you that's got its arm in your gut that you just attacked, it will die.
No, he's gonna kill this one.
Do you automatically hit with quick, or do you have to attack? Oh, it's a critical hit.
No. Yeah, it's a crit.
You, this thing plunges its arm into your gut. Describe how you kill it.
So, I just look as I stab it the first time, and you guys watch as the weeds explode out of its back and like start wrapping. And then I look at it and I go, tit for tat, as I drive my rapier through its guts and plunge my hand into its chest so that we die and fall over with our hands inside each other's stomachs.
As
Oh, yeah.
you fall to your knees, this creature crumbles and falls on top of you and explodes into dust around your dead body. Dole, you get a sense of being surrounded by dirt. You hear earthworms wiggling. You feel compacted. But as you're dying and you start to have this sensation, you start to feel the dirt above you moving.
Okay.
We'll cut back to the players. You just saw Dole die. You see a massive hole in his stomach, and he's just laying there not moving, covered in the dust of one of these gargoyles. The move is yours.
Anyone mind if I go after? I think one of my main friends just got killed. There is a sound halfway between a howl and a cry of Dole, as I'm going to spend one more stress and try and do a takedown on one of these gargoyles. For once, Unshakable comes into play, so that stress doesn't count for me. 15. 15, but with fear.
15 with fear. You do manage to hit one of these gargoyles.
Alrighty.
We'll say the one that was attacking Dole was the one with horns, so the one that's left is the one with big arms and the one with the really detailed butt for some reason.
I'll take, which one was on me, big arms or butt?
Oh, no, the butt one was on you for sure.
Okay. It's comically appropriate for the dog to take out the one with the butt, right?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay, so that is 48. Is 33 physical.
33 Jesus Christ, dude. That does 3 damage to the one with the nice butt. You rip off one of its arms. It just kind of looks stupidly down at it and then looks back up at you, just this like stone growl as it charges at you to take a strike as well. What does it take to knock you out of your form, by the way?
It takes me going down to my last HP, from what I can tell.
I thought it was when you take severe damage. I might be wrong. Double check.
I think it depends on which beast form I'm in, because some of them, if I take any damage, I'm out.
Oh, that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, the one with the butt is going to attack you back. That is a 15 to hit, Marin.
Just hits me.
Just hits you. On a successful hit, everybody loses a hope. I gain a fear. You mark an armor slot without receiving its benefits. That's going to be 16 damage to Marin. I'm going to mark a stress to highlight the other gargoyle. The second you get attacked, it goes running over to try and attack you as well. Does that hit? That's your evasion? Shit, okay. I gain another fear. Everybody loses a hope again. You mark an armor slot again. Do you still have armor to mark?
That is it for me.
Last armor. And for damage for this one, that is going to be 17 damage.
And I'm out.
Marin is out. He goes to attack one of these gargoyles, and they just turn and swarm on him, slamming into his coyote body. What would you like your death move to be, Marin?
Well, you know me. I'm always going to gamble on it.
Taking the roll.
Fear dice is a 6. Hope dice is an 8.
Whew, that's tight. Oh my gosh.
Narrow margin.
Yep.
You clear an amount of hit points and or stress equal to the value of your hope dice.
Marin sees an alarming amount of vines just basically stitching them together from the earth.
Yep. You've still got like some wounds on you, but they're all kind of superficial. You feel nature within yourself as it starts to close your wounds and help you out, almost like you're shifting into an animal form that's okay and shifting back rapidly. The move is back to you, players.
I would like to go next.
Go for it.
Yep. Since I have this car basically in my hand, I'm going to cast Cinder Grasp, and because it's vulnerable, I do have advantage on it. Is that right?
This one is not vulnerable.
Yeah, the one that was vulnerable, I knocked it off you and it blew up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
This one's just got its tires kind of rotating, and it's trying to like scuttle as it's gotten low to the ground to try and trample you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna cast a Cinder Grasp.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a crit.
Let's go.
Ah!
Let's go. How much damage you doing?
That's a D20.
Is the damage a D20?
Yeah.
So then that's 26 plus a D20.
26 plus the D20, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Jesus.
So that was a natural 20 as well.
Ah! So is that 46 damage?
46 damage, yeah.
Holy shit, dude. That is
Take that, yucky
that is
bug.
insane. This convertible is slowly pushing you back. Your hands start to heat up on its bumper, and you see the metal starting to bubble. How do you kill it?
As my hands heat up on this bonnet, I like to imagine that lightning kind of shoots out of me, but creates like a bunch of tiny little lightning things that begin spinning around behind me, and it kind of looks like the ruby penny laser, where it just like spins around and shoots out this giant laser behind me and cuts straight through the car.
Car falls into two pieces. Just
Well, that's why I'm the judge.
judge, jury, and executioner. Play is still in your hands, players.
I'll go.
You got it.
The winged gargoyle is still up, right?
Yeah, it didn't fly up as high as it normally would have, so it's within close range right now. It's just in the air a bit. It's fully stressed out, so you have advantage on your attacks. So you'll add a d6 to try and hit it.
10 hope, 7 fear, +1, so 18.
That hits.
15 points of damage.
15. How do you attack this creature?
I'd like to imagine that I run up the side. You know how like some monks run up sides of walls? I'd like to imagine that he runs up a side of a wall and then leaps from the wall and smacks it with the quarterstaff.
Nice. You crumble off half of its head, and it looks at you with its remaining stone eye. Not very happy with you.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm not happy with it either. It just if it hadn't taken Dole wouldn't have died. I'm very that's who I'm going after. I'm very angry right now.
I'm gonna steal the spotlight. I'm gonna spend 2. They're gonna the 2 remaining gargoyles are gonna rush for Rasheen. They both come tearing at you, almost fighting against each other in a frenzy as they come running towards you with their claws glinting from the light in the sky. The first one only gets a 10.
No, that hits me. I'm at 10.
Shit. The next one gets a 6.
Well, that one doesn't.
So that is going to be 10 damage as it slashes you.
Okay, that's minor damage, so that's okay. I only have 1 hit point left, though.
You mark an armor slot.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you have any armor slots?
Yes.
Good. Okay. I gain a hope, and everybody loses a fear as this loud slashing sound happens. Not fun. Play passes back to you players.
Is anybody cool with me trying to do a whirlwind again on those 2?
Do it.
Do it.
Okay, we're rolling to smack it, and that is a 19 with hope.
That hits for sure. One of these guys is definitely going down, but roll the damage for the other one.
That is 12.
12. You managed to do 1 damage to the other one as well. Your whirlwind slams through one of them and just kind of like tinks off the other one, taking a bit of stone with them. But you see one of them fades into dust as your blade goes through it. Only 2 targets left. Dole, you see
Yes, sir.
you're no longer in this courtyard laying with your friends. You fully become one with this dirt that's surrounding you. And as you feel the dirt moving, you see dirt get lifted off of your face. You are cold and unmoving. And you see the Ashwood Warden standing above you. And as the dirt gets cleared from your head, you hear the Ashwood Warden reaches into his coat and pulls out a flask, and he holds the flask above your head, Your cold, lifeless eyes don't blink as a small drop falls from it and lands on your decaying forehead. And we cut back to the players. Marin. Yeah.
Is the flying one within close range of me as well?
I'd say it's within close range, yeah.
I've got something I can do, which would be able to take a chunk out of both targets if folks are okay with that. Marin doubles over, having just somehow cheated death somewhat. A lot of natural energy is still surging within them, and they almost cough up a large swarm of fireflies, which surround the two gargoyles and ignite in small fist-sized lumps of green. That is a crit.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Can't kill us.
Well, some of us.
Oh boy. Yep. And I can spend a hope, so I'm going to spend that hope I just gained. Deal 2d8 plus 3, which is a crit, so that's 19 plus 2 plus 1, 20. 22 points of magic damage.
22 points of magic damage. You managed to take out both of these creatures with that attack. Tell me how they die.
The fire worms into the rock and just burns away until, once again, there's nothing left but ash here.
As the ash from these creatures, the dusty stone falls and a little wind blows, you hear Dole cough.
Alrighty.
Dole, can you please mark 2 scars for me? So the way you mark a scar...
Shit. Oh, no.
Normally, you would get a scar by going unconscious and then rolling bad on your fear dice. However, this is a different mechanic for death in this game. Dole, you have 2 scars. Your hope is permanently reduced by 2.
Yeah. Oof.
You stand up, you've still got a gaping hole in your gut. Somehow you're not dead.
Yeah, oh, hey, what? Hey. Hey, ooh, ha. Huh? I feel my head.
Feels a little dusty from the thing that died on you, but otherwise fine.
I check my pockets for worms.
You go digging through your pockets and you find nothing but what you had when you came here.
All right, that happened. I move my shirt. I check my stomach. Oh shit! There's this gaping, nasty wound.
An intestine falls out. You see your appendix there.
Somehow he's got a hernia in the whole thing that needs to be...
Yeah, we have a hernia too.
Yeah, I should get that checked out. That's so dumb. All of the creatures around you have perished, but you see just dust and the bodies of these guards or these scavengers that initially came to attack you.
Our 3-foot human is going to get flying tackled by a 7-foot furbolg at some point, which is probably going to be a bit messy with the hole in him.
Yeah, so is it actual scarred over yet, or is it just flesh?
No, it is literally a hole in your stomach. You should be dead with that wound.
Okay, neat. I hate that, Christian. Okay.
What do you guys do?
I think the first thing, I'm sorry, I'm going to take the lead on this one. The first thing that Dari is going to do is Dari is going to look at Dole, look down, look at Dole, go, I need more mushrooms. Okay, everyone inside. Inside somewhere. Anywhere. Inside. Just inside. Now.
Yeah, the fireball door is still right near you guys if you want to usher back in there.
Hey, man, I really think we should be getting to this address. I don't know what the big deal is.
We can just go. I just want to go inside. We can go inside at an address. I just want to go inside. I just don't want to... Because that was a patrol. That was a patrol, which means there's more patrols.
Somehow I'm feeling fit as a fiddle, guys.
There are some of their bodies still laying around as well, if that's anything
Your
you guys
intestines are hanging out.
Do you want me to put those back inside?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange, ain't it?
I can put those back inside for you if you'd like.
Can I search the bodies to try and find some sort of serial code or anything that I can use to get around them?
Sure. Marin, as you go to try and help out Dole with his intestines, Bucket is going to try and find some information on these guys. Bucket, can you roll me I'll say either instinct or knowledge roll? And then, Marin, what is it that you're looking to do?
Mostly stitch back our friend into as few hanging out bits as possible. If I had a hope, I'd spend it on my experience of a stitch in time, but I'm hopeless right now.
Can you roll me a finesse roll for that?
Absolutely.
It's hard to tell under the fur, but Roshin is leaning on Dari and is just like as visibly seasick by the look of Dole as she can be with all that fur.
Before Marin, so Marin, you got an 18 with hope. You are able to, just with some vines, stitch Dole's gaping wound back together. It does not look comfortable because a bunch of the skin has gone away, so you're able to see his ribcage a little more than you could before, as it's really tight now, but at least his intestines are inside his body. Bucket, what did you get on your roll?
I got crit.
Yeah.
You know exactly where to look. You go to the number 1, and you go down to his right knee, and you pull out a little dongle, and you quickly look around. Nobody's watching you, and you put it into your left knee, and you download his memories.
Delicious.
Wait. Hold on. I wanna ask this.
Yeah.
You have one on either side?
You got a little dongle that pulls out, and then you got an insert on the other side.
Yeah, I've got a USB-C one and then a USB
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? You download his memories. Some of the files are corrupted because he has been deceased, very, very gratuitously deceased. I believe this one was the one that was cindered. But you're able to pull out, first off, this is 2,500 years in the future. Second, Minthaven is referred to as Ground Zero. And from what people in Bloomington know about, in this future version of Bloomington, it was destroyed 2,500 years ago as a large orange mushroom cloud exploded into the sky. Creatures began springing from seemingly nowhere and ravaged the entire town. It was a wasteland. And anybody who dared to try and get close enough to find out what happened found that they were attacked by these machines and killed. Bloomington has sent out scavengers occasionally to try and find more information, survivors, what could have caused this. There is inklings that this might have linked to the Great Awakening that happened even further in the past. But to their knowledge, they don't really know much beyond that. So that's why these guys were here. They were literally just looking for answers onto what happened.
Okay, we may have made a big mistake. From what I can gather, we've gone ahead 2,500 years into the future.
Okay.
That explosion was 500 years prior, and Minthaven is now known as Ground Zero. I was right. Those were scouts from Bloomington, and they were going to take us to Bloomington. They were looking for survivors. Any trace of anyone still around in Ground Zero?
Well, they had a real shit welcome party.
I know.
I mean, it doesn't help that I'm kind of exiled from Bloomington, although I don't know if that's still in effect now.
Nothing in your memories, or this guy's memories, says they have any inkling of you.
He had nothing in his memories to say if I was or not.
Okay.
But we should be able to get around them now that we have number 1's code.
I'll take good news.
Or we should be able to get some more information out of them just to be on the safe side.
Hey, weird thought. What if we just fucked off to Bloomington? Like, what if we just left this place?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. Are we even responsible for it anymore? As denizens of a literal different time?
Do you
Well,
think
what is
we'd
the-
be allowed
what's
to
the-
leave?
What is the address? That's the real question.
True. I'll recite the address.
You recite the address. and instinctually you all kind of look out towards the Ashwood. Could we just leave? You see the mist lingering at the edge of the Ashwood.
Aha!
I
I
don't
would
think
like
they
to
let us
use my
leave.
new thing to ask the mist if we could just leave.
Do you walk up to the mist and try and
Yeah, I
converse
walk
with
up
it?
to the mist. I walk up to the mist and I channel it.
Cool.
Whatever that means.
You walk up to the mist and you connect to your fungal network. And your fungal network allows you to spread it as far as you can, right? Your network begins to search through the fog and through the density. And eventually, a mushroom looks up at the Ashwood Warden. He is standing amidst his band, and the mist swirls around him and swirls around this little mushroom. What is it that you would like to know specifically?
If Bloomington exists, maybe some semblance of like, can we leave? That's actually what I would like to know. Like, I would like to know if we could leave.
The Ashwood Warden looks down at this little mushroom, looks down at you, and he says, "It is not Bloomington that does not exist. It is you who are in the wrong place."
Right. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get that shit out of there. Get that shit out of there. I'm gonna turn around to everyone else and go, I don't think we can leave. I don't think we can leave.
Okay. I mean,
So
that's
we
good
should
to
go.
know.
Address it is.
You guys make your way quietly through your old home, through the campus, heading towards this address. Marin and Dole, as you start to head towards this address, you start to remember an inkling of something. You remember Arthur, the Infernus, and you remember him heading in this same direction. And
In this direction?
yeah, when he said that he was heading towards his home, you start to head in the same direction. It's curious. You get to what used to be a large classroom, like one that would have like a circle table in it with a TA teaching. You go through like a campus to get there. I have been granted a fear.
Oh,
Yeah.
And as you open this door and see this little room, you see Bucket lying on top of a table, cut in half. Dirty and rusted. And I'm going to say I'm spending my fear on this that I just got gifted. Bucket, you stare down at yourself.
There it is.
Just your dead body laying here in this room. There's a bag on the floor being limply held in your outstretched arm.
I'm gonna look in the bag.
Marin and Dole, you recognize this as the bag that Arthur had. Bucket, when you open the bag, you pull out one of the discs that Dole saw in the book.
I'm gonna take this disc. And is there anywhere I can? Is it like a CD almost?
It's more like a very thick metal frisbee. When you pick it up, you can tell that it's hollow on the inside. Dole, from your quick time looking through the book earlier, you know that these discs were how conscience was spread throughout all of your world when the Great Awakening occurred. And you remember back to that first session, Arthur was bringing a bag of artifacts back that he found in the forest.
Guys, I think Arthur might have made the big boom. And I hold up I'll like point to the disc. This is what is responsible for giving consciousness to everything. Arthur brought it here.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm having a bit of trouble here because I'm just looking at my own corpse.
Oh yeah.
Why would he do that? Why would he kill me? Why would he do this?
You know, very interesting question.
I think Dari is going to take Bucket's shoulders and be like, "It's okay, buddy," and like kind of pull him away from the corpse and try to like obfuscate that.
Yeah.
He's gonna calm Bucket down.
Really weird question, Christian.
Yeah.
I So before the awakening, was it just humans or was it still all races?
There were different races. So there were like elves and dwarves and stuff like that.
Okay.
Some of the races that existed now are the result of the awakening. So like Clanks.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't think Arthur would have had anything to do with it on purpose, do you think?
I'm kind of still confused about the whole time loop and about 3 days behind what's actually happening. But if I am understanding anything, you're saying that a second bomb went off. And is this disc the reason that the things that didn't move back home that we know are like giant spiders now and that the statues are moving?
Yes. From my best
Can we break it?
Well, I think it's already kind of been used. Can I, like, do I get the sense that, like, this has already been expended?
Yeah, it's hollow.
Yeah, it's already been used.
Well, at least it can't hurt us anymore. Staring at it like it's evil.
Good question. We have a bucket in front of us, but Marin just got introduced to the idea that you can get identical clanks. Is there a way of telling just how bucket this bucket is, if that makes sense?
Can you roll me a knowledge roll?
My best skill. 13 with fear.
On the back of Bucket's neck is a serial number. They match.
Well, okay. That's confusing and perturbing. I got good news, you're still alive, though.
Is there anything else in the bag?
You go through the bag and you start pulling out some other stuff from Arthur's pouch. You find old knickknacks. You don't know what they are exactly, but from our world, you would recognize them as like a Walkman and like a Pog and some other stuff that would have been from before the Great Awakening. Just a bunch of knickknacks here or there. So you saw before the notes of the Ashwood Warden, where he was standing with the boy in the red shirt, and you saw that he was... it had something to do with him being missing. What you find here is a similar article, like a journal where it's written in old language, and as you're going through, you're finding other newspaper clippings. You see that this was written by the same person who owned that book that you found, Dole.
So I found newspaper clippings.
Kind of like glued and pasted inside of this journal. Can you give me a knowledge roll to see how much you decipher from this? And this can be a group roll. So everybody roll knowledge, and you'll give a plus or minus to Dari as they're flipping through this book.
13 with hope from me.
13 with fear from me.
Okay. Those don't count for hope or fear. They're just aiding the rolls. But you do get a +2 to your roll. So you're going to roll knowledge and add a +2.
14.
That's exactly what you needed. that's the DC I set in my head. I would have given you a lot more if you got a really high number, but 14, really good.
Yes, 14 with hope.
You see that this person was trying to track down their son. And he did it for years and years and years. And when the myth of the Ashwood Warden began to rise up as the Great Awakening was happening, he was recording everything. You see the fall of civilization. You see this myth of an Ashwood Warden. And you see 2 notes at the back of his book before things start to get a little scrambly and a little weird. 1, you see on the back of the disc is an expiration date. And 2, you see, will it affect a corpse?
I think I'm going to see this stuff. I'm going to read this stuff. And I don't know if Dari is as smart as I am to process what just happened. But I'm going to go over to Roisin and say, hey, I found this book.
Oh?
Yeah.
Was it in the bag?
Yeah, it was in the bag.
Oh dear. Okay. Bucket. Bucket, bucket.
Bucket, I found this book. And then I just go over to Bucket. Bucket, I found this book.
It was in the bag with the yucky thing.
It's in the bag. And you read it all and
Yeah, we read it.
process. So,
Wow.
is this the reason why Dole is alive? Because it works on the dead?
I don't know. It looks like that way.
Because then he's just gonna stay alive, right?
I think so. I think he stays alive until we deal with whatever this is. I have another.
I'm going to spend a fear.
Oh dear.
You see the bucket corpse begins to have mist flow out of it. You see it begins to boot up. The corpse's head shifts and turns to look at your group.
Gotta go.
It
Grabs
says,
Dari's hand and just starts running.
I grab Bucket's hand and I start running.
I was gonna grab something off it.
I stay there.
Same with Marin.
it looks at the two of you as
I
everybody
run
goes
out
running
of the
away.
room, and then I peek around the door frame. And I stop the other two because I'm not splitting the fucking party. I'm not doing that. I
No. I
stop
thought
the
we
other
were all
two.
going.
I know.
Get to ground zero, and it deanimates.
Zero. Are we
Okay,
in
we are at ground
zero?
zero. Ground zero is this room. This room has the discs in it.
Mist flows from everywhere, surrounding the entire party, until it's so thick you can't see in front of you.
While this is going on, am I right to grab, like, say, the dongle from the bucket corpse and try and...
He
figure out
specifically was cut in half and didn't have legs.
Well, I thought you meant hot dog, not hamburger.
Oh, no, hamburger.
I thought you meant hot dog. That's the American education system for you. Bucket.
Sorry, somebody else had a question for me?
If we have the bomb, or the remainders of the bomb, and we got told to head to ground zero, is there any scent I can track on this one? To get us to that?
Ooh.
Oh,
Smart.
As you are getting surrounded by mist, you pick up this remains of this bomb and take a sniff of it, and you feel it disappear in your hands. As mist begins to swirl all around you, and as the mist begins to clear, you see birch bark tree surrounding you as you are back in the Ashwood.
To get to ground zero now.
Dole is not with you.
Oh no.
about that later. And I'm gonna take Roisin. I'm gonna take Bucket, and I'm gonna book it.
I'm gonna reach back for Marin. Marin!
I'm assuming, and I'm gonna say this to them. I'm assuming we're stopping this. I'm assuming we're stopping the guy.
Probably.
That's what we're going to be doing.
Dari, Bucket, Marin, and Roisin, you go tearing out of the Ashwood towards Minthaven. Dari, as you're running, you take a quick look at the ground. You can tell by the fungus and the mint that is sparsely growing and getting thicker as you're heading towards Minthaven. You're back in your own time.
Yeah, like Dari's clicked. Dari feels the mist, understands the mist now, and is locked in with what the Ash Warden wants. He wants us to stop the bomb, stop the flame guy from having the bomb go off.
Dole,
That's what he wants.
Yeah.
Dole, you stand beside the Ash Warden with your intestines slightly hanging out of your stomach, your sallow skin, your blank, unstaring eyes as you watch your friends go running to save Minthaven.
Well, I'll look at him. Hopefully they can get it done for all of us sakes.
That was the plan. Marin, you wanted to try and track this, correct?
Yep, although I'm going to take a slight guess that we are heading for Arthur's room.
Yeah. You go directly to Arthur's room, and you don't see him there. You don't see the bag there. It is just an empty room with desks and a small little cot in the corner that he sleeps in.
Fuck, he's not here yet. I go into his stuff. I go into his stuff without even asking permission, grab a dirty sock, and hand it to Marin.
I am actually going to spend a hope on this one. To do gift a tracker and just find out what direction he went last.
I do have a countdown going.
No, I'm aware.
So you spend a hope to roll gifted tracker to try and find it where he's going?
Not a roll, just a straight up, what direction is he going?
The bird's nest.
Well, okay. Does anyone want me to get there faster? Okay.
You can get there faster? Do it!
Okay, I'm going to spend a stress. And I'm going to transform into... a rather handsomely pointed, very large magpie. And I'm just gonna fucking start flying.
Go for it.
Magpies!
Go, bird, go!
You start flying. You just shoom off like a little magpie. Little
Following the
magpie.
bird.
The three of you, are you going chasing after Marin, or are you letting Marin take it from here?
No.
We're going after Marin!
Follow the magpie.
Okay. Can I get a group agility
follow
roll
the
from the
magpie,
three
to
of
be
you?
honest.
Whoever has the highest agility will roll. The other twos will help give plus or minuses.
-1.
+1.
I have a +1.
Okay, Bucket or Roshin, who wants to lead?
I'll lead if you don't want
Go
to.
ahead, Bucket.
Okay, Roshin and Dari, both of you roll agility to see if you get a plus or -1 to this roll.
I got a 15 with fear.
15 with fear. Okay.
17 with hope.
And a 25 with fear.
All three of you pass, however, so it ends up being a 17 with fear from Bucket as the group leader. Countdown goes down by 1. As you go tearing across town, as you're running, you bump into Carl, and his documents go flying all over the place, and you start slipping and sliding on them. And Carl, he goes, "Oh, well, I can't even believe this! This is unheard of! The scandal!"
Which will sort all your complaints out. Right now, we're on official business. I'm going to use, trust me, I'm a judge.
What?
Try and persuade him.
You're acting like it's the end of the world! Go
Because
running.
it is Carl. I'm gonna use trust me, I'm a judge to try and persuade him and like, you need to get everyone, like, you need to get out of our way.
Ooh, that's really good. Can you roll presence, and then
+2.
+2 when spending a hope, yeah.
That's a 17 with hope.
Carl, for the first time in his life, shuts up, and he goes, all right then. And he goes to turn around and start trying to help you out.
Get everyone to safety. We'll be up there.
Perfect.
Stop. Actually, that's a really good idea. We should get everyone out, just in case. Should we? Should we keep going?
If there's anyone that can get anybody out of a place, it's Carl.
Okay.
You see Carl runs over, and he just starts yelling at people. He's doing an okay job. You see some people are starting to get up and leave, but other people are kind of brushing him off. They're just brushing him off. They're like, "No, Carl, get out of here." You see a couple people are starting to get up and leave. Marin, we'll cut over to you. Can you give me an agility roll?
2 sevens for 14.
That's a crit. God damn.
Yeah!
The wind is flowing in your direction as you barely need to pump your wings to stay afloat and go in this direction, but you still do to get even faster. I'm gonna say that that increases the countdown by 1, which is a good thing because I'm counting down. As you go shooting off towards the top of the bird's nest, you see one of the windows is open a crack as you get there, and you see Arthur is inside, and you see that he is talking with Clover as he holds open the bag in front of him containing what you now know to be the bomb that's going to go off. Who would like to do what next?
I am not a very charming person. I am not a very charming person at all. Y'all, if you sprint, I'm just going to try and prevent things from happening for the moment. I'm going to spend another stress and shift, 6. shift myself into, this time, a stalking arachnid. Back into that rather large garden spider form. And I'm going to restrain the bag with web.
You shoot out your web. It falls out of his hand and sticks against a wall. I'm going to spend a fear. This is going to reduce the countdown by 1. And when I do, you start to hear a ticking noise come from the bag.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this is going to jump back to Dari, Bucket, and Roisin. What do you guys want to do?
I haven't stopped running. I'm fucking going.
Benson. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're still trying to head to the bird's nest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say give me another round of agility checks. We'll say you made it about halfway there so far.
15 with fear.
Okay.
12 with hope.
9 with hope.
Roisin and Dari's cancel each other out, so we just go with Buckets. Buckets, yours was a 12.
Yeah, 12 with hope.
Unfortunately, it's not enough. As you run towards Clover's home, the door is locked at the base of his tower, and the countdown goes down to 3. Marin.
Arthur, you really need to stop this one. As a spider, I can still talk. It's going to be creepy as fuck for everybody, but...
You, scuttle into the window. Clover, hey, oh, what the fuck?
It's Marin. I don't want to talk about what I'm talking at you from, but you really need to stop this if you can.
Arthur looks at you kind of confused. Goes, stop what? I don't know what you're talking about. You webbed my bag.
The ticking in the bag.
Yeah, the bag's ticking. You web my bag, something going off in it. What the heck, man? He doesn't seem to know that there's something wrong. Do you want to try and convince him? Or do you want to try and get to the bag yourself?
I'm going to get to the bag myself.
I'll say you scuttle over to the bag, and the bag is restrained by your own webbing right now. Dole, did your character have any hope?
Yes. I have 2 hope.
I will allow you to use your hope to give advantage to rolls from the mist.
Oh, okay.
So just keep an eye on that. You're watching your friends through thin fog spreading through at Minthaven.
Okay.
So, Marin, what is it that you would like to do?
Okay. On the off chance, can I use finesse to try and tinker with this to keep everything in place, to just try and make it stop?
It is currently restrained by your webs, right? How do you get things out of your webs?
Usually with pincers, right?
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, and spiders have pincers.
Okay. I'll say make me a finesse roll. If you can get higher than a 15, it'll loosen the bag. If you get higher than a 20, it will... no, I'll say higher than an 18. You'll loosen the bag and get the bomb out.
Would Stitch in Time apply for this one?
Yes.
Okay. That's a +2. I
Yep.
will happily take any hope anyone gives me.
I'm trying to decide if it's better to do it with this or when you start fucking with the bomb.
You have 2?
That's fair. You watch as a misty, maybe for a second, Marin would see a misty little rapier coming out to try to cut some of the webbing away.
No.
I am so sad about this because it looked like a crit off the cuff, but it's 9 and a 6 instead.
Is that with hope or fear?
That is with hope. So that is a 15, 18, 20 with hope.
Yes!
Amazing. You go over and you bite at it with your spider fangs, and a little tiny wisp of a rapier comes out and cuts one of the webs, and you see the bomb starts to slip out of this bag, and it clatters onto the floor in front of you. You see on the side there was 6 little lights, and you see currently there are 3 that are lit up, and it's blinking. Beep, 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 beep. We'll go back to Dari, Bucket, and Roisin. What do you guys want to do?
Sprint.
The door's locked in front of you.
I'm gonna kick it.
Yep. Give me a strength roll.
I rolled 8 hope, 6 fear, +2, 16 total to bust the door.
How do you do it?
The good old police, just right next to the doorknob, just the way that you're supposed to bust doors down. Anyway.
Yep, you kick it and the door explodes open, and you see the staircase that leads up to the bird's nest. Bucket, Roisin, and Dari, is there anything else you guys would like to do? Bucket, you didn't do anything yet.
Oh no! Once, and this is going to be a bit of a weird thing. I'm going to ask if I can do this. Can I have the other two grab onto me, and then use Cinder Grasp to launch myself up to where the others are, rocket style?
You want to try and rocket up to the next level?
Oh yeah.
With the two of them on you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is so stupid. I love it. Okay, you're gonna need to. So is Cinder a spell attack?
It's a spell attack roll, yeah.
You have to get higher than a 20.
Higher than a 20.
Does anybody want to give him any advantage? Does anybody have hope to spend that they could use for that?
I do not.
I have 1 hope I will spend.
All right, so so you're gonna roll the hit,
Yep.
and then add a d6 as well.
Hold on, I just need to check something. So, I got a 14.
A 14, and was that with your advantage?
That's with my advantage.
Was that with hope or fear?
That's with hope.
Okay, 14 with hope. You launch up this staircase, but you get about 3/4 of the way, and you realize that you're going to start falling back, so you turn to the side slightly so you all sprawl onto the staircase. But you do get most of the way up using your ability. We cut back over to Marin.
You're so stressed. Every time he cuts back over to you, you're like, oh, geez, oh, God. And it's really funny.
Why did I get here first?
I've got a technological thing in my hands. Half of me is just thinking, Dole did a heroic sacrifice. I could just change back into a bird and fuck off into the atmosphere with it. And see how far I can get away from town. Can't do technology if it's out in the woods, right?
Yeah, it doesn't count.
The other thing I can do is try and get down to you, because I heard the door bust open, and I wagered if I know anyone's kicking doors down around here, it's probably going to be you two, plus Bucket. I can try and climb as quick as I can down to the...
Do you want to grab the bomb and go meet them?
Yeah.
Okay, you pick the bomb up in your spider mouth and start to scuttle towards them. Can you give me an agility roll?
That is a 14 with fear.
14 with fear. You hear it beep beep, and you see with your many eyes the little light go down to a 2. However, you do manage to just make it to the group.
Bucket.
The rest of the group, you see this light go from a 3 to the 2.
Bucket.
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 Yes.
Turn it off.
About 4 arms, which are not holding onto this, waving at you right now.
Yep, I'm going to try and deactivate it using whatever knowledge I picked up from doing this.
You're holding it in your hands, and you see the light flashing at you. Roll me a knowledge roll.
Can I also roll a knowledge roll to see...
Group roll. Everybody roll. Bucket's leading.
Okay.
Can I add my advantage hope?
Yes.
Thank God.
22 with fear.
22 with fear.
Yeah.
20 with hope.
That's a +1.
11 with hope.
It's a -1.
15 with hope.
It's a +1 total. So you're going to roll... You rolled 20 with fear, +1, so it's 21 with fear, plus a d6. Dole, can you roll the
Here we go.
d6?
A 6?
Yes!
Woo!
21 with fear plus a d6.
So 27 with fear.
You see the countdown goes down to a 1. As you're holding it in your hands, you see a little USB C jack, right in front of you on the top of this disc.
I plug it into myself.
But with a roll that high, before you do that, you know this is going to redirect this to be all inside your body. You don't know how that will affect you.
How long do I have before I get outside? To get outside?
If anybody fails a single roll, this thing will explode.
Am I close to any windows or anything that I can get out of?
You're in the staircase.
Oh,
Do you have any hope, Bucket?
hope. No, 4 hope. Sorry.
It might be the best to just give it to Marin and offer them hope and literally send them off with all our hopes.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
It's an atomic bomb, right? Or is it just like a little bomb? Like, is
It's
it
essentially an atomic bomb.
Yeah, I don't think that flying up into the air.
Out.
I don't think it's really gonna matter. I don't know. I've read a lot about atomic bombs because an idol that I really like is from Hiroshima, and I don't.
Marin?
Have you ever seen Grave of Fireflies?
Marin, you will end up with trees that attack Minthaven if you explode it over the forest.
Underwater.
Do you want to risk
We have fish
getting
that
to
would
the
attack
lake?
us.
That's really far.
Fish that would attack us.
Yeah,
The
fish
only
monsters.
You
The
hear,
thing is-
I'm taking golden opportunity because we're taking too long. You hear a long, steady beep coming from this object as you all begin panicking. It is about to go off. Unless a decision is made.
Shall I just plug it into me?
That's our only option.
It seems that way.
I plug it into my knee.
You plug it in to your knee, and that beep subsides, and you hear a sound as you begin to fill with this orange cloudy gas as it all begins to cycle through your body, where all of your light used to be blue, it now begins to glow orange instead. Can you roll me your dice just straight with hope or fear? And if anybody has hope to help give advantage to Bucket in this moment, now would be the time.
Could I use group dad on this one because I'm doing it to take care of everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so add a +2 to that.
The DC is 20.
20.
20.
And then who's using a hope? Right, okay, so add advantage to that. I'm sorry, guys. It was a 6 with hope.
A 6 with hope. Marin, what did you roll on your advantage?
4.
So we got a 10 total with hope.
10.
It explodes in the staircase. The mist, this orange mist, goes flying up and down as Bucket explodes into a billion pieces. It wraps around you all, and the staircase as it just goes shooting all in this extremely condensed area. It explodes up through the bird nests and explodes the windows. The next few weeks in Minthaven are interesting as people begin to fight hand railings and your clothes that came to life and a bunch of bongs and stuff that were up in Clover's place. But luckily the bomb was contained within a structure instead of the open air that would have exploded all 4 windows of the bird's nest. The damage was mitigated pretty heavily. There were still some people who lost their lives fighting against some of these objects, but luckily there were not as many as there could have been if it was just flat open air. Sadly, Bucket did not make it as the bomb exploded literally inside of him. Dari, Marin, and Roisin, you guys were definitely knocked around, but you helped out with clearing out some of the creatures that came to life. Minthaven was able to get back to a semblance of normalcy, but there was a cost to get there. The Ashwood Warden puts his hand on Dole's shoulder. Well, at least it was not the worst outcome.
Well, that ends well, I guess, huh?
And he just lays down on the ground, and the ground, like, eats him up. And he goes to sleep. And so does the rest of the band. You join them.
I guess this is life now.
Bucket, Carl finds your gavel at a later date. He picks it up. He turns over a new leaf. He starts leading out as the court judge. He does an okay job with it. He's not exactly the fan favorite, but he does do his best to live up to you. He had a weird sense of respect for you after all. Roisin, in the coming weeks, after the bomb went off in the staircase of the bird's nest. Where do we find you?
She has been working with the animals to find the best materials that she could, and she has been getting Dari to help her, and she's trying to make statues of Bucket and Dole, the people that didn't make it but saved the world.
Dari, where do we find you in the coming weeks?
Dari, after dispatching the things that came alive and just taking some time to relax, aka going on a trip, he now is studying clank building, and he went around and grabbed every single scrap of Bucket that he possibly could, hoping that his memory chip would be somewhere in there, and has future plans of rebuilding Bucket to the best of his ability.
Yeah, a bunch of the people around town help you with that effort as well, trying to collect all the pieces of Bucket. And maybe on the horizon, Bucket will be reanimated. That's a story for another time. Marin, where do we find you in the coming weeks?
Marin takes some time out of town. She goes to try and hunt down any trace of Dole's body that she could find, considering that it never really came back with them, which is weird. She spends some time with her dads, and eventually she comes back to Minthaven, where she firmly ensconces herself, despite any protests, the alternative, helping Arthur with any of his trips out, to try and make sure that we vet what we bring home.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate the help there. Thank you very much for the help. Yeah, that was a bad choice to bring that one back. Who'd have known it was a bomb, right? It looked like a frisbee. Whoops.
Tell me you were not going to try and throw it with Clover. Okay, anyway. We've had a long talk about this. We've gone to some counseling together, and we will be able to get through this, but oh my god.
As Dari slowly starts to rebuild Bucket, Roisin starts to build statues honoring her friends, and Marin goes traveling into the Ashwood, trying to find what happened with Dole and helping Arthur out with his excursions. We end our session of the Ashwood. Thank you very much for playing with me, guys. That was a lot of fun.
Yay!
Thank you for having us. It was a really great time.
That was a lot of fun. Holy hell.
Did you guys like my story?
Yay!
Yeah!
Yeah.
I never knew what was going to happen next. It was awesome.
Yep. The Ashwood was good the whole time, guys.
I kind of figured that out towards the end. I was like, wait, hold on. Oh, wait. Yeah. Something seems a little strange about this.
Hello, my dumplings. It is me, the Ashwood Warden here. Thank you for watching our fantastic episode. We look forward to many more adventures and stories in the future. We do stream them live on Twitch at dragon_teacup, so there are chances for you to interact with our stories. You can catch our Valbro campaign the first Tuesday of every month, our Oops Only campaign the third Wednesday of every month, and occasional other TTRPG sessions when scheduling allows. We also appreciate if you share with family and friends, leave comments, etc. All of our links are on our link tree, which is www.linktr.ee/thedumpstat. Please make sure that you also follow Alex, Baxel, and Logical using their Twitch usernames in the description below. If you like the style of TTRPGs we do and want to get more involved, make sure to ask for the Discord in the stream chat. We are more than welcoming to newcomers and have a little community growing on there. And don't forget to stay dumpy.